do you think that outside the remit of the Speaker, outside the remit of the clerk, and outside your own remit as leader of the majority group, there are matters that are so weighty that they deserve a full ministry to attend to them, warranting the creation of a Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs? Can you convince the public?
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Yes, it's absolutely important to have a Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. And it is so because, first of all, let me clarify the situation. The clerk is the head of the parliamentary service. That is the administrative wing of Parliament as an institution. Now, in every parliament, there are two legs: the chamber activities and the group that services the activities conducted in the chamber. Now, in the chamber, we have members of parliament, and every parliament will have political divide comprising the caucuses, the majority caucus, the minority caucus. In some jurisdictions, you have a place for recognized opposition groups. Unfortunately, we don't have it. In some jurisdictions, if a party attains a certain defined number, like say 5 or 7 or 9, that party will be recognized in itself as a recognized opposition group. As I said, we don't have that. We just have majority, minority. Now, the minority is headed by the minority leader, and the majority caucus, which for now you elect to call it the majority group, is headed by the majority leader. Now, the two together, if you have the majority minority, to the extent that we may want one person to speak for the House, the majority leader would be the leader of the House. And then you have the clerk. When you have the two coming together, the Speaker is the head. And that is why the Speaker is the head of Parliament as an arm of government. Now, moving beyond that, you ask whether you're required to have, beyond this configuration, whether you're required to have a minister to be in charge of parliamentary affairs. And I responded that indeed we need one. One, because, as you do know, the activities that are conducted in Parliament, especially in our part of the world, about 95% of public business is government business. Now you're required to have the leader of government business to have an understanding of government business in order for him to be able, for him or her, to be able to persuade, convince and persuade his colleagues that this is a good program, this is a good policy that must be supported by Parliament. And so it's the reason why you need a minister who will be a minister for parliamentary affairs to be in cabinet where policy evolves, to be able to understand himself and appreciate the underpinnings of any policy or program, so that when he comes to Parliament where he would lead the business, he would then be able to understand and have a buy-in from his colleagues and compatriots. So that is how come in many establishments you have this. The parliamentary system, the Westminster system, where members come from, our ministers come from Parliament, is where often you have this arrangement. I recognize that ours is a hybrid. That is the reason why we have imported this into our system. You have this in the first and second parliaments of the Fourth Republic, and continued by President Kufuor. President Rawlings had it, and the Honorable G.H. Owusu Echampong was the first minister, succeeded by Dr. Kodenet J. President Kufuor continued it, but it was prescribed under President Mills and President Mahama, has been resurrected by President Kufuor. So that is the trajectory of the ministry in the Fourth Republic.